I brought my chair in today, so I'm up off the floor. So here we go, trying something new out today. Let's go. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine and today we're going to be talking about trusting God. And although we say it all the time, like, oh, just trust in God, blah, 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 all that stuff, it's really hard to do, okay? We are humans, we love control and we are afraid of the unknown. I'm terrified of the unknown. That is why I'm religious. It's one of the major reasons why I'm religious. There's a lot of evidence for the Catholic Church, which is why I'm religious, but it's also, I want to know where I'm going to go when I die. That's a huge part of my faith is I want to know that things are happening to me for a reason. Things are happening out there for a reason, and it's all to bring us closer to God and for our trust to just grow in him. But it's not easy, and nobody is saying trusting God is easy, but it's easy to say. It's easy to say, trust in God, offer it up. Think about what happened when the angel Gabriel appeared to Mary. Okay, the angel appears to Mary, says, you will conceive a son, and he will be Emmanuel. He will be Jesus. He will be the Savior. Huh? Okay, she was a virgin. She was betrothed to a man. She didn't know if this man was going to leave him. She didn't know if she was going to have to raise this baby on her own. She didn't know what was going to happen. Because guess what? The angel says that to her, and then he peaced out. He left. It wasn't like, okay, you will conceive a son. Joseph will divorce you quietly, but don't worry, he'll come back because another angel is going to appear to him in a dream, and that's going to just be great. So he'll come back. This wasn't explained to her. She had absolutely no roadmap, and yet she was perfect. She was Mary. She was the mother of God. Of course, we are not Mary. We are imperfect. We sin all day, every day. It's okay if you are struggling with trusting in God. I just want to be here to tell you it's okay because everybody struggles with trusting in God because it is not easy. Think about when Jesus was in Gethsemane, okay? He was sweating blood. His disciples were not awake. He said, can't you stay up with me all night? They could not. He knew his passion was about to happen. He knew his friends, except for John, were going to abandon him. He knew all this was about to happen. And yet he still asked God, Father, if you can take this cup away from me, please do, but not as I will, as you will. Jesus obviously trusted in God, trusted himself, all that stuff, but he still did not necessarily want to do that. Okay, he asked, can this chalice be taken away from me? Can this cup be taken away from me? That's so incredible. Like, Jesus did not necessarily want to go through all this suffering that he went through. None of us want to go through suffering, even though as Catholics we think of suffering as actually a good thing, that suffering brings us closer to God. Suffering is a chance for us to offer up pain for our friends, for our family, for people we don't even know. Everything is an opportunity to offer it up for Jesus and to grow closer to God and be closer to the Messiah. That's all fair and good. It's okay that we don't want to do that. You got to remember, when you're trusting in God, everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. And ask God to provide. And don't be afraid to ask God to take that cup away from you. As long as you are saying, I will do your will, I think it's okay to ask God to take this cup away from you. Just keep in mind, really, is that you are always able to have open conversations with God. There's never anything that's really off limits in your conversation with God. You can say, I don't like this cross you are giving me, God. Can you take it away from me? I think it's healthier to say, God, I have this cross that I'm bearing and I give it to you. I think it is much healthier to give God your crosses because that is an act of trust. You are taking your cross, you're giving it to God, or you can also give it to Mary and she can help make your crosses sweeter. That's why I highly recommend consecrating yourselves to Mary. So I recommend that video right here. But when you have a cross and you have a cup that you want to ask God to take away from you, just as Jesus asked God to take away the cup, just say, God, I know you are putting me through this cross, through this test, through this trial, and I know I don't want to experience this. Please take this cup away from me, but I resign myself to your will, not as I will, as you will. I think there's so many times we ask God to take things away, and I have asked God to take many things away from me. But I have found it's much healthier to say, God, I give this to you. Just take your crosses. Ask that these chalices pass if you really feel you cannot handle it. But I promise you, I hate this expression because it's just so difficult, but God gives you what you can handle, and and if you feel like you can't handle it, trust in God that He will provide people around you or opportunities around you to help you handle it. I know it is so much easier said than done. Your biggest takeaway here is I don't want anyone to feel alone, that they are struggling and trusting in God's will. I highly recommend the Litany of Trust. I think that from the Sisters of Life, the Litany of Trust has very much helped me with trusting in God's will, especially just fear of the future. And that's something that I will always be nervous about, because we do not know. We are not promised tomorrow. We are not promised anything. Always, always, always remember, this is not easy. If you're enjoying this video and you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. That really helps out the algorithm and helps me grow this channel and helps get more views and gives me more encouragement to keep creating these Catholic content videos. If you guys could also give this video a thumbs up and hit the bell, and you'll never miss one of my videos. You guys leave me such nice comments, and I love it. I'm so appreciative of it. I'm definitely going to create a vlog for my trip to Israel. I kind of wanted to break up some of the dating and the Israel content that I have coming down the pipeline. So keep on the lookout for my videos that I have coming up. But I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!